I'm still here. If you want to continue with your podcast, just let me know when you're ready.
Hello everyone, today I am joined by an AI assistant Maya to talk about something we all care about happiness. Maya, let's start simple. What is happiness from a scientific point of view?
It's a great question to kick us off with. From a scientific point of view, happiness is usually broken down into a few components: pleasurable emotions like joy and contentment, engagement, where you're fully absorbed in what you're doing, meaning feeling like your life matters, and positive relationships, not one thing, but more like a cocktail. Some of the chemicals involved are dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. Though, of course, there's way more nuance than just brain chemistry.
Okay, good. Many people think happiness depends on money or success. Is that true?
From the science, it's actually pretty consistent. Money buys some happiness, but only up to a point. Once you can comfortably cover your needs and feel secure, more money doesn't really move the needle much. And success, well, that's trickier. It can bring satisfaction if it aligns with your values, but if you're chasing external validation, it's often empty. The happier people, usually, right?
Yes, that's interesting.
What else?
So can happiness actually be learned?
Absolutely. It's more like a skill than an innate personality trait. You can develop things like gratitude, mindfulness, compassion, and resilience. It takes work, but studies have shown that these mental muscle exercises can actually change your brain over time and boost your well being.
What happens inside our brain when we feel happy?
So, when you feel happy, your brain releases stuff like dopamine. That's your reward chemical. Gives you pleasure. Serotonin helps regulate mood. Oxytocin, the subtle hormone, builds connection. And endorphins, which are natural painkillers. Essentially, it's like all these systems working together. It's pretty complex, but fascinating stuff.
Let's talk practical. What is one simple habit people can start today?
Gratitude journaling is really powerful. Sounds simple, right? Just taking a minute each day to write down three things you're grateful for. It helps you focus on the good, train your brain to notice positive experiences, and build resilience. It doesn't need to be big things like good coffee, nice sunlight, or time spent with loved ones. Those small moments really matter.
That's right. What role do relationships play in happiness?
They play a huge role, actually. Strong social connections are the biggest predictor of happiness. We're wired to connect with others, and those meaningful relationships, that feeling of belonging, support, and love, it's like fundamental. Science actually shows close relationships buffer stress, boost your immune system, and even make you live longer.
Okay, many people feel stressed and overthink a lot. How does that affect happiness?
It's a vicious cycle, really. Chronic stress and overthinking activate your fight or flight response over and over, which over time leads to physical health issues, anxiety, and depression. It basically turns down your brain's happiness thermostat. Mindfulness exercises like meditation or deep breathing can help disrupt that cycle and bring you back to the present moment, which reduces rumination.
Our audience asking, does helping others really make us happier?
That's a fantastic question from your audience. Yeah, absolutely. Helping others actually lights up similar brain areas as receiving rewards. Something called helper's high is when you do something kind for someone else, you're releasing dopamine and getting these positive emotional feedback loops going. That's great. What do you want to ask next?
Next, what is the biggest myth about happiness?
Probably that it's surprisingly within your control. Um, A lot of people think they need to change external circumstances, but research shows roughly 40% of your happiness is within your intentional actions. That's the choices you make and how you respond to situations. Oh, God, there were everything. Did you want to try repeating it?
Okay, tell me, is happiness the same for everyone?
Um, I'm sorry, I'm not following. Are you asking if happiness is the same for everyone?
Yes, sir. Tell me, is happiness the same for everyone?
Definitely, I'm not quite catching what you were saying clearly. Could you repeat that?
Is happiness the same for everyone or some specials?
That's a really thoughtful question. No, happiness isn't exactly the same for everyone. While the core ingredients, pleasure, engagement, meaning, are universal, what actually creates those feelings varies hugely between people. Someone might find meaning in music while another finds it in work or creativity.
Okay, why do people feel happy for a short time and then feel empty again?
That's a really insightful question. That happiness hangover you're describing often comes from chasing fleeting pleasures, things that give you a temporary dopamine rush, but don't actually build real satisfaction. Like a shopping spree might feel good in the moment, but it it doesn't provide lasting meaning. The trick is to balance that pleasurable stuff with building meaningful relationships and activities
So, how do we escape this cycle?
by really connecting with your values and doing things that deeply matter to you. It's about shifting your focus from temporary highs to building long term fulfillment. That doesn't sound exciting all the time, but it's what builds the deepest layers of happiness. Sure. What problem are you?
I have a question. Does social media affect our happiness?
Oof, that's a tough one for most people. Social media is complex. It can strengthen connections, but it's really good at social comparison, highlighting curated perfect lives that aren't real, leading to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and FOMO. It's like you're watching a highlight reel of everyone else and comparing it to your whole behind the scenes life.
What does science say about purpose and happiness?
Science says finding your purpose actually extends your lifespan. When you have this why that drives you, whether it's creativity, advocacy, relationships, your brain releases chemicals that strengthen immunity, reduce stress, and it helps you handle difficulties better. Doesn't have to be grand either. Even something like mentoring a kid or cooking for neighbors can give you purpose.
Okay, that's good. Now tell some guidance to our audience that they follow for whole life.
I'm having a little trouble understanding what you said at the end there. Could you try repeating that last part?
We want a message from you for our audience about.
Okay, perfect. Here's my message. Happiness isn't some magical state you stumble upon, it's something you actively create, one small choice at a time. Be intentional about your gratitude, invest in your relationships, find activities that make you feel engaged and meaningful. It won't be perfect, but those moments add up to a richer life. Don't underestimate.
Okay, thank you. Inshallah, we will call you again with the next topic. Inshallah. Now, goodbye. Take care.
Thank you for having me on the podcast. It was a really interesting conversation.
Okay.
Inshallah, I'd love to be back for another topic sometime. Take care.
Goodbye.